Hello, I'm Claudia Urbano of CAN TV and founder of Chicago Urbanite, a blog that promotes Chicago as a cultural destination through world music and dance. Today, I have the pleasure to have here with me Jorge Perez from Ensemble Espanol,
Hola,
one
hola.
of Chicago's premier Spanish dance theater organizations here in the city of Chicago. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Ensemble Espanol.
Well, Ensemble Espanol was founded back in 1976 by our founder, Dame Libby Camaiko, at Northeastern Illinois University, where the company holds a professional residency status there, presenting the three styles of Spanish dance: classical, folkloric, and the one that everyone associates Spain with, flamenco.
So tell us a little bit about Libby and how she started this idea of having a company here.
Sure. Dame Libby actually auditioned for Mr. Jose Greco, who back in the 1960s and 70s came to the United States via Walt Disney Productions presenting Spanish dance. He also incorporated, obviously, the three styles of Spanish dance, which Dame Libby fell in love with. She went to an audition with a friend, and he saw her from across the hall there and thought, wow, are you Italian? Because Jose Greco was Italian. And she told him, no, I'm just this Jewish-American girl from Chicago.
Yeah, that's very interesting, that someone like her from Chicago became so interested in engaging in the Spanish culture, music, and dancing.
Well, I think she fell in love with the art forms, the passion that she saw within the music and the rhythms that they presented. Again, Spanish dance is just such a lively art form that I can see why she was intrigued by it. She then, of course, told them, yes, I'll accept this scholarship. And yeah, her life changed right there and then. She then, of course, started her own program with her and her mom, who was a concert pianist, Dorothy Camaiko. And so she went throughout the city presenting all three styles of Spanish dance on her own. While her mom would play the piano, she would be changing costumes and present a classical. Go backstage, her mom would play the piano, she'd come out in a folklore costume and present a folkloric dance, and then, of course, come back out for the third style, flamenco. She came to Northeastern in 1974, presenting a concert to a sold-out audience, and Northeastern never let her go. They invited her back to give some master classes, and the rest is history.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about the connection that the company has with Northeastern.
Well, Dame Libby, not only with 7 students, founded the Ensemble Espanol, she also incorporated Spanish dance into the state curriculum. So you can actually obtain college credit in all three styles of Spanish dance at Northeastern Illinois University. With that, many other things came from. She also founded the first American Spanish Dance and Music Festival, which we host every summer at Northeastern. Again, for college credit and non-credit. This is the program where we actually bring Spain to Chicago. Dame Libby has had the pleasure, luxury, and honor of hosting some of the best in all three styles of Spanish dance, ranging from Juanjo Linares, an authority on Spanish folklore, to Jose Greco himself, to his daughter, his legendary flamenco artist daughter, who still comes to us, Carmela Greco, Paloma Gomez, Juan and Ana, founding members of the National Ballet of Spain,
Wow.
and the list goes on. We've had over 90 guest artists come to Chicago.
So how long have you been in existence?
The company is now celebrating its 36th season this year in 2012.
That's amazing. And what do you think is the secret to that?
I think the secret to the success of what Dame Libby has created is, of course, its educational foundation. I think because she started herself on a scholarship, that for sure affected her life, which triggers throughout our entire programs. Education, scholarships, truly important for what we do. And so that's one of the key ingredients on how we work with our youth programs, is getting them involved via scholarships. We help them either with tuition waivers and, of course, obtain their dance training through our ensemble wonderful artists and guest artistry.
And actually, is that how you become involved with the company too?
I actually started as an administrative student aid program that the university has, and I walked in. Dame Libby was looking for a student to help her, and I walked in through the doors, and it was a life-changing experience. Once I saw the company, I said,
hooked you? What is it about the company that got you so involved?
I think it was the music that definitely hooked me. The passionate costumes that they provided, the colorfulness of each of the of styles that was presented, and the theatrical settings and performances that they did was truly intriguing.
That's great. That's great. And tell me, what are the current projects that you have with the company right now?
Well, the company right now is celebrating its 36th anniversary American Spanish Dance and Music Festival, which will be hosted at Northeastern and at the North Shore Center for the Performing Arts in Skokie starting June the 14th through the 24th. And that encompasses pretty much our biggest program that we produce, which includes flamenco music, dance, and concert with guest artists from Spain. Then we have a course for about 10 days in all three styles of Spanish dance, and then it culminates with gala concerts with the full company of 40 dancers at the North Shore Center for the Performing Arts.
Tell us about the dancers and the musicians and people involved in this. About with the company. You were telling me that you have people from all around the world doing Spanish dance and music.
Yes, our dancers pretty much obtain this training from these incredible guest artists that come to us every year. And they themselves are grown true professionals. They go out into the communities. They've gone national and even internationally teaching, presenting, and choreographing all three styles of Spanish dance.
Wow. Wow, that's incredible. So tell us a little bit about outreach programs. I think you wanted to talk about it, or
we do have someone, Julia Hinojosa, who is in charge of our outreach programs, who will definitely elaborate a little bit more about them. But we do have a wonderful training program called the Ensemble Espanol Spanish Dance Youth Company. We have auditions every year, grades 5 through 12. Senior high school students, and they come to, they sign contracts and they come to our facility in Northeastern. We introduce them to what we do there, and they sign contracts as well as their parents, and obtain a very rigorous training program in all three styles of Spanish dance.
And in addition to that, I've heard that you have some international programs going on.
Yes, the Ensemble Espanol has traveled throughout Mexico for the Festival Cervantino. There we toured in about 7 cities. The company has also gone to Puerto Rico, where we were able to take our youth program there. Then we've also traveled to Poland in honor of Warsaw University's 190th anniversary. We've also traveled to China with our Northeastern University partner in the cities of Shenyang, Anshan, and Xinguandao.
That's a good, very Chinese.
And then one of our dancers has gone as far as Australia, Perth, Australia, and he's visited there about 2 or 3 times, performing there with Danza Viva and their wonderful Spanish dance program.
And tell us about the reaction. I'm intrigued by how Chinese audiences reacted to your company. Were they familiar with the Spanish dance? If not, how did they react?
Well, I think what I think causes an interest for what we do is that we represent a culture, and obviously any culture can relate to another culture because Spanish dance is such a lively, folkloric art form. People can portray and see the emotions that are presented to them via all of our styles of Spanish dance. So I think that's a connection right there. With Spain's exploration being the richest and most diverse dance culture in the world because of its history, we have influences as far as from Africa to the northern parts, Ireland, Irish, even Middle East and Asia, even Latin America. So you see it either in the rhythms and or in the customs, or even in the color of the costumes. So I think that people can definitely relate to either the music or what the dancer or singer is portraying at that moment, which causes that connection. And I think the variety, the castanets, the different rhythms, it's always very intriguing. And then our dance company, even though we present Spanish dance, we're not all Spanish dance artists. We are actually a mosaic of world culture. So we have dancers presenting Spanish dance from Taiwan. We've got many dancers from Latin America. We even have, of course, dancers from as far as the Middle East. So it's a great variety. Yeah.
So maybe you want to tell us a little bit about the mission of the company in terms of multiculturality, which is very related to what you have going on with your dancers and musicians.
Well, the missions of the Ensemble Espanol Spanish Dance Theater is the presentation, preservation, and of course promotion of the Spanish dance music and culture. One of the outstanding awards that we're so honored is the King of Spain providing our director the title and ribbon of Isabela la Católica for her work in bringing Spanish dance throughout the United States. This award was given to her back in 1982, making her the first American artist in history to receive such an award. And another outstanding award that we're very, very proud of was last year, our 35th anniversary. We received an award from our own President Barack Obama, congratulating us for our community and, of course, national and international work throughout that.
Such a great honor.
Yeah.
And let me tell you personally, I've seen your shows, and I've always so excited about the show. It's such a feast for your eyes, your ears. I always have memories and images in my mind about the work, especially the choreographies that you do are very impressive, visually, musically, and I think like it's very highly recommended. If you have never ever seen any of the shows by Ensemble Espanol, I would highly recommend going and see it. And tell us please again about this upcoming event that you're going to have in June.
Our biggest event that we produce is the American Spanish Dance and Music Festival. For more information, you can visit our website, Ensemble Espanol, and click on festivals, and we have the entire schedule there for you. Again, that's June 14th through the 24th, the annual American Spanish Dance and Music Festival at ensembleespanol.org. Click under festivals, or you can call our offices at 773-442-5930, and we'll be more than glad to provide you with more information and festival. But we definitely have Spain in Chicago here, June 14th through the 24th, now celebrating our 36th anniversary season.
That's great. And now we're going to have Julia Hinojosa with us. She's going to be talking about the outreach programs, right?
Yes.
Hi, Julia. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you with us.
It's a pleasure being
so
here.
tell us a little bit about the outreach programs and how you are involved.
Well, I am a dancer with the Ensemble Espanol, and I'm also the Associate Artistic Director of the Ensemble Espanol Spanish Dance Youth Company, as well as our outreach program coordinator. So I do all of the coordinating of all of the educational programs that we have. We have several of them. Some of the programs that we have in addition to our youth company is our Tales of Spain program and a program called Spain's Dancing Rhythms. And what we do is we go out to different schools and have schools come out to us. And our Tales of Spain is a field trip style program. Students and their teachers come out to beautiful Northeastern Illinois University Auditorium and they see a show. So they see the 3 styles of Spanish dance, as well as they get a lecture on the history and origins of where these dances came from, little information about what is Spain and why is it important that they're coming here and learning it. We also have an audience participation where students come and they learn a little bit about the elements of Spanish dance. One, palmas, is hand clapping for Spanish dance, as well as some of the rhythms and other instruments that are being used in Spanish dance.
So do you think you can do a little sample of palmas so people can relate to it?
Sure. So one of the things that we do, we work in a measure of 12. It's very popular with flamenco, and it would sound like something like this.
Ole. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I've also heard that the ensemble does outreach programs for adults and seniors.
We do. So one of our programs we have is the Zelda Senior Program, and it's a program where we send out teaching artists to different senior programs throughout the city. Our last one was at Casa Central in Humboldt Park. And what we do is we work with them. It could be for different lengths of times. The last time we did for about 2-week program. And we just go in there. We teach them about Spanish dance, what it is. We teach them a little bit of dancing. And then we brought a program to them. So they were able to see a concert that was brought to them so that they can enjoy.
So in case someone is interested in being part of that, how can people get involved with the Ensemble Espanol?
There's several different ways. One, you can look at our website, ensembleespanol.org, and give me a call, Julia, 773-442-5930. And yeah, ask about any of our different programs. We have several volunteer opportunities. And we also have lots of different classes and recital programs, school programs throughout that other people from the community can participate in as well.
That's great. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you
to Ensemble Espanol. And again, here's information if you want to contact them, www.ensembleespanol.org, and you can call them at 773-442-5930. Thank you.